Hello everybody. I'm still trying to do this vlog thing. It's gonna be kind of hard because I don't have anywhere to put my phone in this tiny car, but you know, I think this will work. Actually, maybe I could put you back here. Oh, well, that didn't eat as hard as I thought it was going to. Maybe, you know, my life would be so much easier if I just had the goddamn cluster cover. Well, now that's in your face. Okay, well, that's not gonna work. Okay, let's just hope that stays. So I guess you guys just get me in this foggy car eating whatever I got. I don't know. I don't get breakfast sandwiches from McDonald's, like, ever. It's not bad. I'm usually a sausage burrito girl. This is what I call a two-hand sandwich. You know, I've been on this dead set path of becoming this really badass, you know, I do firefighting, I want to be a Marine, I work out, I'm super buff, right? But I want to get married. I want to settle down. I just want to... I just want to make bread for my kids and my husband. I don't really want to be a badass. And you can be both. Don't get me wrong. You can be a married badass who also has a family. But I'd rather be a housewife. You know? I don't want to be a Marine. Oh. Pause. I do want to be a Marine. But if the man I love told me, hey, I want to pursue a future with you, but it's hard for me to do that when you're on this path to becoming, you know, a Marine, and you're going to be, like, it's going to be hard to have this kind of cross-branch military relationship. I'm, like, hoping that you can make some sacrifices to try and pursue what we have and take it further than this awkward situationship. Been going on for 3 years. Holy shit. But I can understand why he wouldn't want to ask that, because it kind of seems like a big ask. Like, hey, I know you got your future set up, but are you willing to give all that up to have kids with me? Like, yeah, I am, but I'm not going to propose that just in case he did. Like, that's such a big ask. I can't propose that kind of idea unless I know he wants the same thing. Like, this is a conversation that needs to happen. You know, it's not just like assumption. I wish I knew how he felt, so I wouldn't be going through this dilemma. What throws me off is the egg in here. Why is the egg so wet? The fuck? Working 9 to 5. And what has me about this whole thing, okay, first of all, here's how my day went so far. It was a late start today, so I didn't have firefighting. So I got up around like 8. I got ready. I don't have class till 11. It's like 10 o'clock right now. I just, this whole like housewife thing has been on my mind for so long. And I'm only 18, but for a very, very long time, I thought that I didn't want a family. I didn't want kids. Like, both of my sisters have kids. They can carry on this family, the family name, whatever. But recently, like, creating that kind of life for myself has been all that I've thought about for so long. And my Uncle 4 isn't in my bag. I'm gonna kill myself! I have chapstick on my keys. And I don't know, like, it's just all I want in life. Like, I'm starting to second guess this path of like, oh, I'm gonna be Marsoc, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm kicking doors and taking names, you know, or kicking ass and taking names, but I don't like saying that word. So I don't know, kind of at a crossroads. And it's like, he gave me this letter, so me and him write letters back and forth. That's like that's like the bulk of our communication. We write letters. And he gave me this letter last time, or 2 times ago, when he was visiting home, because he's not stationed here. And it says open just before. Anyways, Dodge Durango with the racing catback exhaust. He gave me this letter that says open just before enlistment. Now, I already enlisted, but I know what he means, like open before I ship out. But I have this other letter. I thought Celsius was clear. I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh, I know I'm probably much too late to try and wipe this off my plate, but I want you to know. I hope this leak in my soft top stops. But I have this letter written out where it's like, hey, I've always wanted more with you than I can get, so I think it's best that we just stop talking. It's obviously a lot more formal than that. It's a lot more letter-esque, but the gist of the letter is like, I love you, but I don't think that this is going to end up where I want it. So I think it's best we just stop talking, because if the end goal isn't in sight, if my end goal isn't in sight, I have no interest in pursuing this. Because if I'm talking to you, I want to get married. Like, I met this guy my freshman, sophomore year, and I was like, one day, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with that man. And so far, things have been moving. Right? We're in this weird, like, little, he comes home and visits, we do really intimate, relationship-esque stuff, we go eat together, we talk, whatever, talk sometimes. We're, like, really bad at conversation, actually. But it's just, I don't think it's gonna end up where I want it to end up. And it's all just lack of communication. If he just tells me, like, hey, because I had the what are we conversation, right? I was like, hey, where do we stand? And he was like, well, I'm not opposed to a relationship, but I live in a different state and you're going into the military. So, like, okay, it doesn't have to be that way. We can get married. And then you don't have to pay for your apartment on your own. I could help out. I could go do college classes online. I have a 4.3 GPA. The military is not my only option. It's just an option that works for me. But what else works for me is getting married, having kids, creating this awesome homestead life out in the country. And it doesn't have to be like, there is no correct path to my future. There's just several good ones, you know? So, I just realized the person in the car next to me has been watching me go on this rant for like 10 minutes, so that's awesomeness. So yeah, I'm gonna start heading to the school now. Deuces.